Hare Krishna. We'll sing Jai Radha Madhava and then we'll continue our discussion. Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yamuna Tiravanachari Yamuna Tiravanachari Jaya Radha Jabihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jaya Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Radhe Jaya Jagannatha Jaya Baladeva Subhadra Mai Jaya Sudarshana Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol. Harinam Sankirtan ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Nitai Gaur Premanande. Hare Krishna. So, we are, from last few weeks we were discussing about the second canto of Bhagavatam, chapter 1, and we will be continuing today with chapter 2. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrutyam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudhirayet Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Hare Krishna. So, before proceeding with the chapter 2, we try to just recap the chapter 1 so that what is the connection between the chapter 1 and chapter 2. So basically, if you see the chapter 1, the first step in God realization, the discussion all about in the chapter 1 is what is the steps to get the God realization is the topic where Shukadeva Goswami and Parikshit Maharaj discussed about these things. So in the beginning, Parikshit Maharaj asks two questions to Shukadeva Goswami. So what is the rules and regulations to follow, or what is the people in the material world needs to do in their throughout their life? That is the first question. And there is one more question, what we need to do, and the material people, what we need to do at the end of life. So these two questions asked, and there Shukadeva Goswami clearly explains what to do, kind of, throughout their life, what we have to do, Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu Smaranam Padasevanam Archanam Vandanam Dasyam Sakhyam Atmanivedanam Navavida Bhakti Marga. Especially in this, Shravanam and Kirtanam is prominent, and with Kali Yuga, we can very easily involve into the devotional service of the Lord. So, Shukadeva Goswami explains where to meditate and what to meditate and so on. So, in the first chapter from 24th Shloka to 37, I think, 37 Shloka, the explanation of the Virat Rupa is clearly explained. His Grace Radhakant Prabhu and Nimai Chandra Prabhu, and I have seen Radhanath Krishna Prabhu. They explained very well about the Virat Rupa of Bhagavan. So that, where to meditate. The question of the Parikshit Maharaj is to whom I need to meditate. He knows that his Supreme Personality of Godhead is Krishna, but at the same time he is trying to understand from the spiritual master. So like that the discussion continued in the chapter 1, and Virat Rupa is clearly explained. And coming to the chapter 2, so basically the name of the chapter is Lord in the Heart, Hrudayastha Bhagavan. He will be in the form of super soul in everyone's heart. So we continue the discussion from the second chapter and first shloka. So basically, I use to read the shlokas in Telugu so that I am very much comfortable. In English, sometimes, I will be doing some mistakes. Yeah. Shri Shuka Uvacha Evam Pura Dharanayatmayoni Nashtham Smrutim Pratyavaruddhyatushtat Tadha sasarthe damamogha drushti Yadha vyayat prag vyavasaya buddhihi Evam pura dharanayatmayonir Nashtham smrutim pratyavaruddhyatushtat Tatha sasajjedamamogha drushtir Yadhapyayat prag vyavasaya buddhihi Evam pura dharanayatmayonir Nashtam smrutim pratyavaruddhyatushtat Tata sasajjedamamogha drushti Yadhapyayat prag vyavasaya buddhihi. Any devotee wants to repeat? Shri Shuka Uvacha Evam pura dharanayatmayonir Nashtam smrutim pratyavaruddhyatushtat Tatha sasarjedamamogha drushtir Yathapyayat prag vyavasaya buddhihi. Shri Shuka Uvacha Evam pura dharanayatmayonir Nashtam smrutim pratyavaruddhyatushtat Buddhi. Shri Shuka Uvacha Evam pura dharanayatmayonir Nashtam smrutim pratyavaruddhyatushtat Tatha sasarjedamamogha drushtir Sayapyat prag vyavasaya buddhihi. Matajis, anyone else? Okay. Read synonyms. Shri Shuka Uvacha. Shri Shukadeva Goswami said, Evam, just in the same way, Pura, prior to the manifestation of the cosmos, Dharanaya, by such a conception, Atma Yonihi, of Brahmaji, Nashtam, lost, Shmrutim, remembrance, Pratyavarudhya, by regaining consciousness, Tushtat, because of appeasing the Lord, Tadha, thereafter, Sasarja, created, Idam, this material world, Amogha Drushtihi, one who has attained clear vision, Yadha, as, Apyayat, created, Prag, as formerly, Vyavasaya, ascertained, Buddhihi, intelligence. Read translation. Sri Shukadeva Goswami said, formerly prior to the manifestation of the cosmos, Lord Brahma, by meditating on the Virat Rupa, regained his lost consciousness by appeasing the Lord. Thus, he was able to rebuild the creation as it was before. Purport by His Divine Grace, Abhayacharana Aravinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. The example cited herein of Sri Brahmaji is one of the forgetfulness. Brahmaji is the incarnation of one of the mundane attribute of the Lord. Being the incarnation of the passion mode of material nature, he is empowered by the Lord to generate the beautiful material manifestation. Yet, due to his being one of the numerous living entities, he is apt to forget the art of his creative energy. This forgetfulness of living being, beginning from Brahma down to the lowest insignificant ant, is a tendency which can be counteracted by meditation on the Virat Rupa of the Lord. This chance is available in the human form of life, and if a human being follows the instruction of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam and begins to meditate upon the Virat Rupa, then revival of his pure consciousness and counteraction of the tendency to forget his eternal relationship with the Lord can follow simultaneously. And as soon as this forgetfulness is removed, the Vyavasaya Buddhi, as mentioned here and in the Bhagavad Gita 2.41, follows at once. This ascertained knowledge of the living being leads to loving service to the Lord, which the living beings requires. The kingdom of God is unlimited. Therefore, the number of assisting hands of the Lord is also unlimited. The Bhagavad Gita asserts that the Lord, Bhagavad Gita 13.14 asserts that the Lord has his hands, legs, eyes and mouths in every nook and corner of his creation. This means that the expansions of differentiated parts and parcels called jivas or living entities are assisting hands of the Lord, and all of them are meant for rendering a particular pattern of service to the Lord. The conditioned soul, even in the position of Brahma, forgets this by the influence of the illusory material energy generated out of false egoism. One can counteract such false egoism by invoking God consciousness. Liberation means getting out of the slumber of forgetfulness and becoming situated in the real loving service of the Lord. As exemplified in the case of Brahma, the service of Brahma is the sample of service in the liberation, distinguished from the so-called altruistic services full of mistakes and forgetfulness. Liberation is never in action, but service without human mistakes. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavanscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunadhanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamsya He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dina Bandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन् इति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। मुखं करोति वाचालं भङ्गुं लङ्घयते। Hare Krishna. So I request all the devotees who are sitting here, pray for me, and so that I can try to glorify Radha Madhav with the right words at the right time, and so that I don't do any mistakes in my discussion or explanation. Whatever I understood, whatever I try to present is based on the previous acharyas, gurus who explained about the Bhagavatam, and I try to represent that. Okay, thank you very much. So basically the Lord in the Hurt is the chapter name. So it's very important, and you know, where to meditate. That is, as we discussed, you know, Shukadeva Goswami asked, Parikshit Maharaj asked Shukadeva Goswami about this, and then he explained in the 24th Shloka to 37th Shloka of first chapter, where it is clearly mentioned the Virat Rupa, what is his, you know, structure, and how he is, you know, transcendentally he is positioned in this creation. You know, to meditate, he explained to Parikshit Maharaj about meditating on the Virat Rupa actually. So meditating on Virat Rupa, then what it will happen once you meditate, and then you will lost your forgetfulness. Forgetfulness is the symbol of the, you know, human life, or even in this, you know, translation, purport Srila Prabhupada mentions, from Brahma to negligible ant, this forgetfulness is there in the material world. So that is the reason Parikshit Maharaj asks, and Shukadeva Goswami explains. From here, in this shloka, Shukadeva Goswami, what he is explaining, in the beginning of the creation, actually Brahma manifested from the, you know, lotus of the Mahavishnu, Garbhodakashaya Vishnu. So as the chapter represents, you know, Krishna is there, you know, in the form of Paramatma, super soul in every living being. You know, it's actually, you know, Kshirodakashaya Vishnu, Paramatma is there in the diffused as the all-pervading super soul in all the universes. In the heart of every living being is known as Paramatma, Lord in the heart. So that is the topic of the day. So in Virat Rupa, Brahma, what he did once he manifested, actually he forget everything. He don't know what exactly to do. So then he started meditating on Mahavishnu. Shri Shri Radha Madhav ki, Jai Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Mai Sudarshan ki, Gaur Nitai ki, Srila Prabhupada ki. Yeah. So Brahma started meditating on Mahavishnu, and then what he is meditating? He is meditating on the Virat Rupa actually. So Virat Rupa, there are many shlokas in the 11th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, Vishwarupa, Sandarshan, and also in the first chapter. So just to add, in the Purusha Sukta it says, Chandrama manaso jato chakshussuryo rajayata mukhadindrascha agnischa pranadvayurajayata. The explanation of the Mahavishnu actually, it explains, you know, Chandrama manaso jato. Chandra is the his mind, And Chakshu Suryo Rajayata. Chakshu is the eyes of the Lord is sun. And Mukhad Indraschadnischa, from face, Indra, Agni, Varuna, like these many demigods will come. And his expansion is like that. Pranadvayu Rajayata. Brahmanosya Mukhamasi. There is one more Veda mantra. Brahmanosya Mukhamasi Bahu Rajanya Krutaha Uru Tadasya Advaishyaha Padbhyagum Shudro Rajayata. So, Brahmanosya Mukhamasit. Brahmanas came from his face, head. And Bahu Rajanya Krutaha. Bahu is shoulders. From shoulders the Kshatriyas came in. And Uru Tadasya Advaishyaha. Uru part, the Khati Pradeshan. And from there, Vaishyaha. Vaishyas came in. And Padbhyagum Shudro Rajayata. So, it's actually, it's a symbolic, so that, from face, the intelligence part, which is there from the Brahmanas, and they can give the knowledge to the whole society, and there they can understand the knowledge of the God. And from there, all Shudras, Vaishyas, and Kshatriyas, they can reach to the God. That is the symbolic of this, Veda mantras. So, here, Brahma is meditating on Mahavishnu. And once that is done, automatically his forgetfulness is gone. And then what happened? Automatically he understood. Actually, Brahma represents the tamoguna, mode of passion. So, in the mode of passion, what he need to do? He need to manifest the creation in the order of Krishna. So, once he meditate on Krishna and Mahavishnu, and then he understood the importance of his being, his availability, his manifestation or presence is to give the creation or manifest the creation. So that is the importance of Brahma. Then, if you see, so why? Actually, there is one thing here for Parikshit Maharaj also. Shukadeva Goswami said that you meditate on Virat Rupa. Explained everything on the Virat Rupa. As I said, he's expanded completely all over the creation. So there are slokas where Krishna's hands are expanded, legs are expanded, somewhere. And all the expansion or the pervading energy of the Krishna is everywhere. So, Brahma also meditated on the Virat Rupa. But is it possible for us in the Kali Yuga to meditate on Virat Rupa? It's very difficult. If you see, if you take darshan of Radha Madhav, basically I hear from the gurus and senior devotees that we have to start taking the darshan from the lotus feet of Sri Krishna, and we can meditate on Krishna looking at his feet, and there is a small tulasi on the foot, and if you go a bit up and understand and observe the dressing of the Krishna, and if you go up, flowers, and meditating on Krishna is on the material plane. From our side, we are not capable enough to meditate on Virat Rupa, and that is the reason we can meditate on Krishna's form, where he is holding the flute in his hand, and Tribhanga form. Actually, it's very blissful darshan, and especially in ISKCON Attapur we have every day very nice darshan with a nice alankar. So what we have to do from this chapter, or we have to understand from Kali Yuga people, we can meditate on Krishna's Rupa, Guna, Leela, Madhuri. We have to meditate on his Rupa and Guna and Leela. So like that we can do that. How to meditate then? From Kali Yuga point of view, as I said, Shravanam, Kirtanam. We are not able to see the God with our material eyes. It's what we can say in Telugu, Mamsa Netra. It's very, we cannot see beyond this temple premises outside what is happening. And we expect or we think that we wanted to see Lord with these eyes. So how to see the Lord? It is possible only Shravana, when we are doing the Kirtan and discussing about the Krishna's pastimes and Krishna's form, like that we can meditate. That thing we can understand from the Shloka, and the material plane, the people, normal people, how to meditate. But Brahma is, he is actually a different level consciousness is there for Brahma. So he will be meditating on the Virat Rupa. So due to that meditation, he lost his forgetfulness and he started manifesting. So then what we need to understand, janma karma cha me divyam evam yo vetti tatvatah tyaktva devam punarjanma naiti mametu sochana. Krishna says, my birth and my activities are divya. If you understand that, and if you are you are rendering your devotional services, that means you are elevated and you will be reaching my adobe, and there is no return. Punarjanma. There is no punarjanma. There is no rebirth in this material world. So that is a kind of understanding we can take from janma karma cha me divyam evam yo vetti tatvatah. And if we see here, Bhagavad Gita 2.41, the reference of the 2.41 is there. We can see that. Recently we discussed in our Bhakti Vriksha about this actually. Vyavasayatmika buddhir ekeha kurunandana bahushaka hyanantascha buddhayo vyavasayinam. So vyavasayatmika buddhi. So our focus needs to be one point. What is our focus? Our focus should be on Krishna, not on the material things. But unfortunately we lost in our material things. We are, grihasthas, for example. They need to do a lot of activities in their lives, earn money, and unfortunately with the material, energy, trigunas, bhautika prakriti trigunas, we are lost our connection with Krishna, and we are continuously proceeding with material attachments and accumulating a lot of money and trying to accumulate the properties. And so that we say that, okay, I got this much money and this thing and so on. This is because of Maya. The Maya is taking us away from this Bhagavan. So if you understand this Vyavasayatmika buddhir ekeha kurunandana, what here in this Shloka it says, those who are on this path are resolute in purpose and their aim is one. O beloved child of Kurus, the intelligence of those who are irresolute is many branched. So Bahushaka and Vyavasayatmika buddhi. We have to understand these two terminologies are the words, and so that we can understand what we need to do in our regular life. So Vyavasayatmika buddhi means generally, Vyavasaya is in the Telugu, or I think even in Sanskrit is agriculture, right? I'm not sure in other languages, but in Sanskrit or in the Telugu, Vyavasaya means doing the agriculture. And during the agriculture, what everyone do? They take care of the crop very well, right? They don't leave it like as it is. They will take care and they will pour the water right time, and so that they can get the fruitful results. Otherwise it's very difficult to get the results. Similar to that, Vyavasayatmika buddhi means we have to meditate, we have to be in the devotional service of Krishna, and so that ekeha kurunandana. Our goal is only one, that is Krishna, taking the shelter of Krishna and meditating on the super soul, like that. And here also it is mentioned, the irresolute is many branched, and there are people who are many branched in the sense Bahushaka. They will be thinking about many things in this material world. How much I accumulate, how much I have, na dhanam, na janam, na sundarim, kavitam va jagadisha kamaye. But what we do, dhanam, janam, and everything we need. That's what our goal in our life generally. But as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, na dhanam, na janam, na sundarim, kavitam va jagadisha kamaye. I don't need any money, any followers, and I don't need any people who are, glorifying me. I need only your lotus feet. So, that way we can continue our meditation on Krishna. So, if we try to understand what is this Krishna's form, or what is the, as I said, it is the Lord in the heart. So, what is the form of the Lord in our heart? He is in the super soul, Paramatma. So, we can see basically there are in the Virat Rupa, we see the chance is available in the human form of life, and if a human beings follow this instruction of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam and begins to meditate upon the Virat Rupa, then revival of his pure consciousness. This is all about the Brahma, how he revived his forgetfulness. And if we see the three forms of Vishnu, the first form of Vishnu is Karanodakashaya Vishnu. So the Mahavishnu or Karanodakashaya Vishnu creates the total material energy known as Mahatattva. So from Mahavishnu in the Karanodakashaya ocean, he will be laying down with a breathe in, breathe out. There will be lot of universes will be manifested, and you can see you can see here there are many universes which are coming in, and this is called as Mahat Tattva. And if we go into the details of the one universe, there are unlimited universes are manifested from Mahavishnu. And in one universe, as we were discussing, the Brahma will be coming out from the Garbhodakashaya Vishnu, where the lotus flower, and from there and from the lotus flower, the Brahma is manifested. I think I heard Brahma will meditate in the that what we can say, the stem of the lotus flower for many years, so that he can understand what to do. He can lost his forgetfulness. So Garbhodakashaya Vishnu enters into all the universes, create diversities. So as Garbhodakashaya Vishnu, he enters into all the universes. Whatever the Karanodakashaya Vishnu, from there whatever the manifestation of all the universes, Garbhodakashaya Vishnu will enters. And then from there, what happens? The Kshirodakashaya Vishnu will enters as a super soul. Enters as a super soul into each and every atom of the universes. If you see here, there are super soul is there in the animals and human beings, and there are many different creatures exist in this material world. So Kshirodakashaya Vishnu will pervade it as super soul. So like that, why we are living, we have soul, and also with the soul there is a super soul in the heart, and that is the reason we are alive and we are able to move and we are doing a lot of activities in our life. If there is no soul in a physical body, and then there is no point, it's a dead body. If there is no soul, and then it's a dead body. So, and as Paratattva can be experienced in three different phases. One is Vadanti Tattvam, Vidas Tattvam, Yajnanamadvayam, Brahmeti, Paramatmeti, Bhagavaniti Shakyate. So, Brahmajyoti, Paramatma, and Bhagavan. So, to understand initially the effulgence which is coming from Krishna is called as Brahmajyoti. And most of the people bewildered and meditating on the Brahmajyoti and wanted to get into the Brahmajyoti. But it is not the final and final destination of any living entity. Basically, also I heard initially Shukadeva Goswami is also meditating on Brahmajyoti, but when he heard and when he get the knowledge of Bhagavatam and then understood the form of Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna, and then he stopped thinking about Brahmajyoti and he started meditating on Krishna. And similarly, I think in the Sanat Kumaras also in the beginning they were meditating on Brahmajyoti. But when they went to Mahavishnu, and then when they see Mahavishnu lotus feet and the smell which is coming from the Mahavishnu, and then they lost and they surrender to Krishna. And similar example we can see, I think Dhruva Maharaj. He also starts meditating. He wanted some material benefits where he wanted to sit in the lap of his father. And he starts meditating, and with the help of Narada Mahamuni on the Mahavishnu. Once he take darshan of Mahavishnu, and automatically what happened? He surrendered to Mahavishnu and Krishna, and he says that I don't need anything. I need your lotus feet. That way we can understand what is the importance of the meditation on the Lord in the form of Bhagavan. As we said, Brahmajyoti is there, and the next level is the Paramatma, and self-realization we generally talk about, where there are few people, they will be trying to understand and meditate on the super soul. But as Bhagavan is the final goal and final destination of this material nature, as in the purport also it is clearly mentioned. The kingdom of God is unlimited. Therefore, the number of assisting hands of the Lord is also unlimited. The Bhagavad Gita asserts that the Lord has his hands, legs, eyes, mouths, and in very nook and corner of his creation. This means that the expansion of differentiated part and parcels called jivas or living entities are assisting hands of the Lord. What is our goal? Our goal is to serve Lord Krishna. If we are not serving, and then there is no point of this life. That is what it clearly mentioned, are assisting hands of the Lord, and all of them are meant for rendering particular pattern of service to the Lord. We have to do the devotional service to the Lord. And then there might be a lot of questions. There are a lot of Devi Devatas. So why don't we do service to them? What will happen if don't do the service to the demigods? And then the question is, Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchidananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarvakarana Karanam. He is the final and Karana for everything. So if we understand that, and then automatically we can put our efforts or meditate on lotus feet of Krishna. And also, there are examples in the Bhagavad Gita. And if you pour the water to the root, automatically what will happen to the plant? And the plant will automatically blossoms and gives flowers, fruits. If you don't pour the water to the roots of the plant, and then automatically the plant will die. Similarly, if we do the service to the lotus feet of Krishna, and automatically what happens? Everything will be in the shape, and everything will be moving in the right direction. So, as it is mentioned here, from Brahma is also having the forgetfulness, and then just think of us, and we lost our connection with Krishna, and we are moving around this material world. For example, there is some forest is there. If there is a village, the village people, if they stop moving in one of the area, and then there are a lot of plants will come, small plants, and it's very difficult to walk in the forest. But if the people continuously walking in the same route, then there will be a proper road will be appeared. Similarly, what we have to do, we have to get the connection with Krishna, and so that we see we get the visibility of Krishna, and then we can continue our devotional service to Lord Krishna. But what is the basic expectation from Krishna? Why do we need to do render the service to Krishna? Or sometimes we may ask the question, I don't have anything in my life, how can I serve Krishna? So Krishna himself says that patram pushpam phalam toyam yo me bhaktya prayachati tadaham bhaktupahrutam ashnami prayatatmana. Just give flower, patram, leaf, just take a tulasi leaf from anywhere and give it to Krishna, and he will be very happy. And flower, if there are many flowers now, at least until this moment we don't have any restrictions to take out the flowers from the neighbor houses, and most of the times we do. Every day I do also, and night going and plucking the flowers from the neighborhood. So it's very easy. There is no restrictions, and I see some of the devotees in ISKCON Attapur and surroundings. They go and pluck flowers, and whatever they feel that they wanted to offer to Krishna, they bring and they offer it to Krishna. That is a love actually they have. And phalam and fruits and toyam, water. You can give these 4, I'm satisfied. He is not expecting anything else. It's very simple and straightforward. As Virat Rupa explained in the previous chapter, and Brahma is meditating on the Virat Rupa. In the Brahma Samhita, there is a shloka in 5.37. Goloka eva nivasati akilatma bhutaha. He pervaded his, expanded his form to all the creation. He is staying in the Goloka. Goloka eva nivasati akilatma bhutaha. He is there in the Goloka, but he is pervaded and expanded to all over the universes and the creation. That way we can understand or meditate in the form of Krishna. And we can understand as mind is, the cause for all the problems in our lives. That is the common, mind asks for many things, and we wander to satisfy this, the 5 senses especially. We wanted to give pleasure to our 5 senses, but what we have to do, we give the pleasure to the senses of Krishna, Hrishikesha, and then our life will be fruitful. Otherwise it's kind of mere waste, we can say. And when the mind is wandering in the material energy, then we can say we are in Maya. But the same mind is engaged in the Krishna consciousness, and then obviously we are in the spiritual platform. There is no differentiation. There is no, thing we have to travel to different loka, and we have to be in the spiritual form. With this material body and material nature, if we are doing or rendering the services to Krishna, and then automatically we are in the spiritual platform. Or if we are giving the pleasure to your senses, 5 senses materially, and then you will be in the material platform in the Maya. We can understand that. And also here, it talks about the ego of the human life, or we will be doing a lot of mistakes. Ego is nothing but edging guard out, taking out the guard from our our life and bringing the other things in our life. Egoistic people, we have a lot of ego, and especially we will be having the ego, but there is false ego will be there. False ego, Mithyahankar. With the Mithyahankar, we think that I am everything. I am the person who is controlling everything in this material world. That way we think. But when you have true ego, and then automatically what we will do, we surrender to Krishna, and we surrender and we do a lot of devotional service to Krishna and in the lotus feet of Krishna. So there is a kind of, false ego will be there for sure, and we have to convert that into a true ego where we render service to Krishna. And how to kill this ego. And then there is a small story, and then I will give that information, and then I will try to conclude. So there is a sadhu who is sitting in the forest and he is doing the meditation. And also there is a king who is ruling that place. He came around that area. He was going through the forest, and he saw the sadhu, and he asked, so I'm not getting happy. I have a lot of people with me, and I have a lot of money with me, there are a lot of people to serve me and protect me, and in my kingdom everything is there, but I am not happy. What should I do? That is the question asked by king. And then sadhu replied. Sadhu was actually meditating, but he disturbed, so he wakened, and he told that, you kill me. And then king is, he don't expect answers like that, right? He, with an arrogant voice, he's saying, you kill me. And then king got angry, and then he take out his sword, and he wanted to kill the sadhu. Then sadhu said, no, please wait. Actually, what I mean to say, you have to kill I, what is there in your mind. If you kill that I, and then you will be happy. Otherwise, it's very difficult, because you are thinking that I am a king, I am ruling this world, I can do a lot of things, I have a lot of people with me, but end of the day, Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadhi is there, and you will be leaving this physical body, and again you will be going to the different yonis of this nature and creation. So then there is no point you are saying that I. So what we have to do, we have to kill I in our life, and so that we will be very happy in this material world. So the conclusion and the takeaway from this shloka is, our goal is to render services to Krishna, and so that we will be happy in our life, and along with the all other material activities, as we took physical body in this material world due to a lot of bad karmas or good karmas which are done in our previous lives. So what we have to do, we have to continue our material activities, but we have to bring Krishna in the center of our life, and so that all the activities becomes spiritual, and then we'll be very happy, and we can meditate on Krishna, where Brahma and Parikshit Maharaj meditated on Virat Rupa, but it is very difficult for us to meditate on Virat Rupa. So we can continue to do Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Any comments or question? If I'm not sure if I am able to answer your question, but or any comments, Prabhu?
We know the false ego we exhibit every day. We see how people behave, but I want to understand what is the symptoms of true ego, how to recognize
that. Yeah, that's a good and great question. Actually, the symptoms of true ego is, first thing, associating with the devotees. So if you are in the association of the devotees, automatically they will take you to the right direction. So if we follow that, and rest of the things will be taken care by Srila Prabhupada. That's what I feel. Otherwise, if we are wandering outside and we think that, okay, I wanted to increase my true ego or increase the love for Krishna, it is not possible. If we go to iron shop, you will get iron only. If you want Krishna, you have to come to the ISKCON temple, and then you will be associating with the devotees, and then automatically you will be improving, we will be improving our consciousness, and then gradually, anartha nivrutti and, bhajana kriya and anartha vritti. And once we start doing the bhajana kriya and the shravanam, and then automatically anardha nivrutti will happen, and then we go and start meditating on Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you. Very nice class. But your PPT, same page is there. You wanted to show some other things also in between?
No, I shown that, right?
Okay.
These. I have shown
Okay. That's okay. If you wanted to show, and symptom of the true ego is service. Service to Krishna. So, Jivera Swarupa hoye, Krishnera Nitya Das. So, he will be always engaged in service. He will use all his organs of the body, all his faculties of his intelligence, everything he will engage in the service of Krishna. He will never think about himself. Okay, then he is situated in true ego. Otherwise, generally we think of our own facilities and comfort, name, fame, so many things. This is what I feel.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah. And second thing, meditating on Virata Rupa, every one of us also can do. I mean, it's not sitting closed eyes and then see the Lord in universal form, but whatever we see Krishna in that. So, all this whole universe has Krishna's body. And like whenever we see some Brahmana, is the face of Krishna. So, that is also a kind of meditation. Meditation means being absorbed in Krishna, and whatever you see, you will see Krishna in that. Suppose some Kshatriya comes in, is arms of Krishna, Somebody is doing business, is tummy of Krishna. Like that. Somebody is doing service, is like lotus feet of Krishna actually. We should pay obeisance to him, like Shudras also.
Yeah.
So that way we can, and at the same time the same Krishna is in his Golok Vrindavan as Shyamasundar. That also we can do. So ours is Achintya Veda Tattva. So simultaneously we can do both. That's what I think.
So,
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. Okay. Grandaraj Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Nitai Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. Thank you for your patience, for listening. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.